Hello everyone, welcome to another part. So in this part we will start making art by starting placing cameras. So in the placement of cameras we will take in consideration the height of the camera, what rules we will use for the composition, what field of view we will use. So we will talk about this in this part. So first of all, we need to add a camera in Blender. So I will add a camera in this living room area and apply all the things that I use in the placement of my cameras in my archviz project. So I will make this just for this space, and you can apply this for all these another or other spaces. So you can apply it by yourself for the bedroom, for the dining room and the bedroom. So first of all, I need to add the cursor here by clicking Shift and right mouse button. I need to enable the screencast key and go to Shift A and add a camera like this. So like this, I need to rotate it a little bit. Maybe I will rotate it like this, then rotate it in 80 degree. Then I will go to the camera by pressing 0 in the numpad to modify it a little bit. So to have a better workflow, I need to split my screen to 2. So I will have my camera here and I will move here to set my camera in the right side. So I need to unhide the styling. So I will go to the home elements collection and unhide the styling, then going to the top view and enter the wireframe mode. So now I need to rotate it a little bit, but after that I need to go to camera, camera, and going to viewport display and apply one of these rules of composition to have better composition. I will use thirds. Also you can use the ratio, it's your choice. So in my case I will use the thirds. So also first of all I need to make some modification in the resolution. For me, I want to share it in Facebook, maybe in Instagram and my portfolio. If you want to share it on ArtStation or maybe Behance, you need to have more resolution, but for me I need to share it on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So I don't need this super high quality. So maybe 1080 pixel in X and 1350 like this. It's good for me. Now I need to set the height of the camera. So in photography, maybe I have some tricks for interior photography. Maybe some photographer use the height of the hips between 0.9 meter to 1.2 meter. So I need to set the height of the camera. Maybe I will go to the item, then going to the height of this camera and change it maybe 0.9. If I don't have better results, I can change it to 1.2. So try to play around between these two values. Maybe you can edit 1 and play around these values. So the next tip that we want to talk about is set the field of view. So majority of interior photography set the field of view between 30mm for wide angle and 50mm in case you have to shot details. So in our case here we have 50mm. So I will try it first. So I need to move it a little bit like this. I will try 50mm. I think like this I need to decrease a little bit to 35. So try to don't go so much below 30mm only in specific cases. So in this case I think 30mm is better. So now I need to move my camera to have better composition. So try to make your composition according to this third rule. So I will place objects that I have in my scene in this intersection of these lines. For example, I will move my camera like this. So I try to put separate objects. Maybe I will put these things in this intersection, also this plant in this intersection, and this picture in this intersection, and also this table or sideboard in this intersection. Also, there is option that I use a lot in my archviz project, which is the camera sensor. So if I don't have, or maybe I don't have an ideal focal length and I don't want to go deep in focal length, so maybe I will try to move the camera like this and try to have better composition. If I don't have objects in my intersection, so in this case I need to move my objects manually like this to have an object in the intersection. So in this case I have this object in this intersection and this plant in this intersection, also this picture and this sideboard table. Also you can play, as I say in the sensor, so you can search for this topic and I search for it, and I think that we have a sensor of 70mm. There is cameras that have 70mm of sensor. So when you have this sensor, so now you can increase in the focal length and made it maybe 50mm to get better detail or better focal length. So in this case I need to search for better composition. Maybe I need to decrease the height of the camera. If you don't have an object in one intersection, it doesn't matter. So what's matter is the majority of the objects in the intersection of your camera. In this case, I have the majority of objects in my intersections line. For example, I have one object, second object, maybe the third object. And like this, for me, I think that I have a better composition, better placement camera. You can apply all these tricks in the other spaces. Apply camera height to the hips, also apply a better focal length, and apply a rule of composition. Maybe you can apply rule of thirds, maybe the golden ratio. So this is everything in this video. I hope you like it. See you in another videos. Salam.